Hey Mcasters, Michaela here today with, well, this looks like the rear end of a rhino butt, isn't it? Because it is. I'm here with Atlas for my daily vlog. She was dying to come out. Oh, look how pretty those little blue spikes are on her tail. So yeah, Atlas is a female rhino. And trust me, she's a healthy girl. Right now she's kind of showing her leg gape there. Atlas, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's just getting hugs. I need to hug a girl. She's such a good girl. She's a very, very sweet baby. She really, really wants to free roam right now, but because it's winter, I have some tortoises and some turtles in this room staying warm in a temporary tub, and the door is open to one of my enclosures so they can temporarily go in and out to get warm. So it's really not ideal for her to free roam on my floor, because I could just imagine the mess that she will make. And I spent from like, oh my gosh, I was up until about 3:30 this morning because I was feeding snakes. It takes me about 3 days to feed all my guys because I go through and I deep clean and I make sure everybody gets fed. So I kind of take it into different sections. I have, I have snakes here in the reptile room. I have snakes in the outside family room, reptile room area. Oh, there she is. Hi, Atlas. What are you doing, girl? Oh, she's such a big girl. Atlas, say hi to people. Oh, and your claws are in the back of my hair, and I'm so happy I'm taking a bath after I'm done with you. This is a pretty girl. So this is Atlas. I think she's going to be about 3 years old this year. She'll be 3. So that's a good good way to see how big she is for those of you guys who are thinking about a rhino iguana. Just saying, they get big. They get big fast. And she was not always this sweet. In fact, you can check through my channel through the shorts and you'll see like a trust session short of me with Atlas trying to get her to chill out, because she used to be a super crazy hyper baby, and that's what they do when they're hatchlings. They're psycho. Let's just say that. They want to bite everything. They want to flee. You never want to start out with them in a very large enclosure, because if you start out with a rhino in too big of an enclosure, you're never going to get them to trust you. So you have to start out very, very small. And I mean, it might seem small, but with her, I started out with a 20-gallon enclosure, 20-gallon tank with the double door opening so you don't reach in overhead. Because you want to make sure that when you're building trust, it's a very like little baby steps trust session with these guys. So I pretty much follow Kevin McCurley from Nerds approach with the baby steps trust sessions. And we did. And you know what really got her right away? She loves mealworms. So rhino iguanas, because she's from Dominican Republic, that's where their species are from. Typically they're vegetarians, but they should have some protein in their diet, not in huge amounts. So her favorite when she was a baby was mealworms. So I never offered those to her unless they were on tongs. Huh, Atlas. What you doing? Who's that? So yeah, unless the mealworms were on tongs, she did not get them, right? Yeah, she says yes. And so that's what we did to build trust. She's like, oh, you're the mealworm lady. I like that. And then eventually we got to pets. Yes, I know. And now she's just like a big puppy dog. She's such a good girl. I love her. Oh, rhino iguanas, you put in the effort and the time, they're totally worth it. But you have to have the effort and the time it takes to get them to be like this, because she, baby, trusts me so much. And she's so spoiled. And I can't wait to give her new enclosure. She got that for Christmas, a brand new enclosure we did a thermostat, a heat panel with the thermostat for her to stay warm, and a long UVB light inside of there. And it's got glass opening doors. It has more shelves that do not fall down, because at the moment she's in a temporary, like they call that like a outdoor catio kind of thing that she's in, which was great for a while, but it's not very sturdy. The shelves always fall down when she climbs. The one thing it has been good is she gets exercise, because she climbs up and down, works out her legs, but it's not comfy, huh? And her cat beds don't stay on her shelves in there either. She loves to sleep in cat beds. Yes, the rhino in cat beds. That's what she does. So, yep, there you go. and of course, we talk, and as we talk, we have Luigi being a very, very loud butt behind me. And in front of me, which you can't see, is a tiny tortoise wandering out from the enclosure that they go in and out of here from the winter time. I have a little marginated, and he has been, he's wandering around the room right now. And yeah, I swept the entire room, so the floor is clean, and all the enclosures are put together, cleaned up. But yeah, if Miss Atlas here gets out, it will not look like all of that hard work I put in ever happened. So she will climb on things, she will go up the ladders inside of things. She's just gonna make a mess. And I have let her free roam the room before, but that was before everybody was in here for the winter. So she'll get some free roam time again here once everybody goes back outside for the warmer months, which in Houston, we're in Katy, right outside of Houston. It doesn't take too long. So say bye, Atlas. With you. Oh, you're so cute. Look at it up close here. With you. Atlas is such a good girl. All right, MCasters, we had a pretty long video today, but Alice is getting a lot of extra attention, so she's happy with that. All right, have a good one. Bye.